Hello, Colorado Springs Chiropractors. My name is John Inman. I work locally here at Classy Brain. We do the marketing for the Better Business Bureau, consult for the SBDC, and teach these SEO principles at UCCS. Now, why am I reaching out to you today? Really, I just wanted to touch on a couple things, a lot of frequently asked questions, like how do you rank on the first page of Google? What does it mean to rank on the first page of Google? And what kind of return from investment can you even be looking at? So let's jump into it. Now what this is these are all examples of searches that people are doing in Colorado Springs to get to your webpage or your competitor's webpage. Just to give you a good example of that, let's say someone goes into Google, they type in Chiropractors Colorado Springs right here. You usually have your ads at the top, you got your map pack here, and then you have your top 9 results right here organically. Now what I'm presenting to you here are just a lot more examples of people doing that. Just for general chiropractor, like I mentioned earlier, chiropractors in Colorado Springs, like the one I just typed in, there's 260 searches monthly on average. Another example would be like spinal decompression. There's about 30 of those on average every month. So the total number of searches just for general chiropractic searches, there's 2,798. Now statistically, we can capture about 10% of that, so that's 279. And then from there, we've seen anywhere from 3 to 5% convert consistently. So you're looking at 8 to 13 new patients every month. Now this keyword analysis goes into more categories. You have babies, infants, newborns, pregnancy, prenatal, postnatal, keyword searches that people are doing, either asking about more information or they just want to know that a chiropractor locally specializes in this area. There's probably more we could add to this if we were to bring you on as a client and you wanted to focus on certain areas of your service that you specifically wanted to grow. I don't want to bore you with this too much, but what would that do for your business? That'd probably be pretty substantial. If you're getting around 20 new leads per month, 20 new patients, you would do a good job, right? And turn them hopefully into a lifelong chiropractic patient. What does it mean to rank on the first page of Google? Well, first of all, let's look at who's ranking, okay? White Rock Chiropractic, they're out of Dallas, Texas, but this is just a good example. So these guys are awesome. They have built out service pages for each of their services. So you can go to adjustments here, and it gives you all this great content that isn't copied content. It's not duplicated. This is content that they probably worked with their webmaster, wrote it up exclusively for this service page. Original content is extremely important if you're looking to rank for your service pages, if you're looking to rank just as a whole for your website and getting those transactional keyword phrases. Now this is what we would call an evergreen page. These pages hardly change, but it is important, like I said, to have original content and then of course links. We'll talk a little bit more about links later. This is what we call transient content. Now this is content that changes and it's typically in the form of a blog post. Why is it important to have a blog post? This is a way for you to communicate to the search engine, letting it know that you're sending out new content for the user. And that's really become one of the most important things to Google today, is that your content is original, you're updating your website, and you're continuously adding new things to the internet for the user. That's all that Google really even cares about now, is about the user experience. We use this billion-dollar tool every single day. We would be a little upset if all the web pages were the same or had duplicate content on every single one. It would just be frustrating and it'd probably be a complete waste of time. So anyone that has content that is new, relatable to the user, and they have good links to back it up, they're going to really be able to compete for this keyword phrase, which would just be chiropractors, and for you guys it'd be Chiropractors Colorado Springs. So really good stuff here. These are great examples of blogs. And just to share a little tip with you guys, if you're ever having trouble finding something to write about, there's tools out there that you can use, such as this tool is actually called buzzsumo.com. And basically what I did, I typed in back pain, and it shows you all the content out there that has already passed the viral coefficient, meaning that a share becomes a share becomes a share. As you can see, Facebook engagements here for this one, lower back ache, they already have 12K shares, 12,000 shares. Really, this would just be a great way for you guys to find new content out there that has already passed the viral coefficient. It's already popular. You could basically strip that content, write it into your own words, put it into your own little twist. At the end, say, hey, we're experts in this. Come in and talk to us today. Free consultation, or whatever your promotion may be, to get people in there. An example of a website that would have a lot of opportunity is, again, this is a 21st Century Chiropractic. This is another chiropractor that's out of Dallas, Texas. These guys don't rank well. They're on the 5th or 6th page. And I can tell you right now that, well, first of all, for their transient content on their blog, they don't have anything uploaded at all. There's absolutely nothing in here. That can be frustrating to the user, and the search bots that index your website, they don't appreciate this. They don't have a whole lot when it comes to services, as you guys can see here. They have online forums, what to expect, health resources, but they don't really get into the kinds of services. And when they do get into the kinds of services and techniques, as you guys can see here, they kind of have everything squished together. Now, why is that an issue? Well, basically, you kind of have to treat Google as a blind 5-year-old. You have to tell it specifically what each page is about. And when you have all of these things like nutritional counseling, massage therapy, all these different services on the same page, really the search engine gets confused and it's scratching its head. What is this page even about? There's so much going on here. Your probability of ranking for all these different services is going to be very low, because really you need to break it up into individual service pages just to communicate with the search engine that, hey, this page is about this page is about this. Extremely important. And then again, with your service pages, original content for the user. You cannot copy this stuff, guys. You have to write it yourself, or have your webmaster, or hire someone like us to write it for you. Extremely important if you're wanting to rank on the first page of Google and get some of those leads that I was talking about in the very beginning here. What I did is I went ahead and I did a site audit on these guys, 21st Century Chiropractic, and basically, we'll go to the overview here. They got a health score of 52%. Now that's really not good. There are 65 errors and a whole lot of warnings. I won't jump into every single error here, but as you can see, this tool that we use, SEMrush, really tells us that duplicate content is a major problem. And one of the pages couldn't even be crawled, definitely penalizing them, and probably one of the major reasons why they're on the 5th and 6th page of Google and not getting or even competing for those transactional keywords that your competitors or you are getting, if you have a solid digital presence. So I want to talk a little bit about links. I won't dive too heavily into this, but if you are a chiropractor in Colorado Springs, you're probably, I would hope that you're accredited with the BBB. That is an amazing link. You have to link to accredited people like the Better Business Bureau, the proper directories, sister or brother companies that you work with that kind of have your back and you have theirs. Linking to each other would be extremely important. You have to tell Google that, hey, we're linked to all these guys. We have all this original content. We have really solid reviews. Rank us. And Google does respect that, and they do respect it when you take notice to your digital presence. Really make your content, make your websites for the user. To show them that you're a good business, you're trustworthy, and that you have authoritative links and people that are backing you up, I think is the key here. It really comes down to trust and relevance. I did want to touch on someone that we have fully optimized. What does a fully optimized web presence look like? It looks like this. Now, you've probably seen these guys in town. This is Best Western Transmissions. Now, this is a tool that we use called Authority Labs, And basically, these numbers represent where they land on Google, Yahoo, Bing. Google probably being one of the more important search engines because that's primarily what the public uses. But as you can see, auto transmission repair, they rank number 1. They rank first for auto transmission shops, and the list just goes on and on here. You see this 6 right here. Basically what that means is, on the first page of Google, there's approximately 9 to 10 slots depending on ads. But basically they sit on the 6th spot for this keyword phrase. So they're still on the first page. These guys are pretty much fully optimized. You guys see a lot of 1s here. So they are on the first page. Let's prove it to you though, right? Transmission repair, Colorado Springs. Here they are right here, guys. So you see at the top what I typed in there. And you go here, best Western transmission. They rank number 1. These guys are killing business. You know they are. If anyone needs a transmission, Colorado Springs, and they Google it, these guys are going to pop up first. They're going to see it. They're going to have a very high probability for getting that service for this transactional keyword phrase. I think they're up to 4 locations now. And you better believe a lot of that is because of their digital presence online and their ability to grow their business through this ever-growing phase that we're in as society, being digital and being online and having a presence that really tells your story and relates to the users and they appreciate your business. And it all comes down to relevance and trust. And this is extremely important if you own a business in Colorado Springs. For all the chiropractors in Colorado Springs, if you guys want to compete, let me know. Give me a call. I'll send you my information now. You can come to the office. We'll go to your office. We have done this for chiropractors. The better campaigns that we have ran for a chiropractor, we've seen as high as 25 leads a week, which is huge. So if you want to get on this bandwagon, you want to talk to us, we would love to chat with you. My name is John Inman, Classy Brain. Thank you very much.